On today's episode of the Gaming Corner podcast, we're going to be taking an overview of the Nintendo Switch 2, talking about the return of GCP, and what our future plans look like. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Gaming Corner podcast. I'm your host, Josiah.
And I'm Jonathan.
And we're back. Oh, my goodness, John. It has been, 5 months since we've done an episode last?
5 months.
This is amazing.
I think it was 6.
6 months?
It was at least.
When was the last episode that we did? I haven't... We've both been so busy. It's been insane since we've last done an episode. So in case y'all have forgotten, my name is Josiah. I don't think I really need an introduction at this point, but if you want an introduction, I'm the guy that does or did. We'll get into that in a bit. Retro Rewind,
the release of the Switch 2, but that was like with Retro Rewind.
Yeah,
was it with Retro Rewind?
The what now?
Or was it with Off the Wall?
With what? Hang on.
The Nintendo Switch 2 Direct Thoughts. Yeah, that was...
Oh, that was with Doug Falcon. That was with Doug Falcon. The Switch 2 draft was in March with Radio Chaos.
Oh, yeah.
So we haven't done an episode since April 10th. Oh, my goodness. It has been 6 months.
6 months ago.
So 5 months since the release of the Nintendo Switch 2. 6 months since the last episode of Gaming Corner podcast, which is very interesting. We've been all over the place recently. First of all, me and John have been working like crazy, not just on videos, but on just our life. We've been exhausted, and we'll definitely get into this in a bit. But I'll tell you what. How about, John, we jump right into gaming news and announcements?
Absolutely.
So the Nintendo Direct just kicked off Mario's 40th anniversary. Back in September, Nintendo held a Direct announcing so many new games, involvements, and even movies. First off, the sequel to the Mario movie, the Super Mario Galaxy movie, is releasing next year and is slated, hopefully, to be the biggest films of the year for both Nintendo and Illumination. Outside of that, Nintendo announced, of course, some cash grab titles like Super Mario Bros. Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, which when I saw that, the first thing that came to mind was it's the exact same thing with a bit of DLC. That was one of my biggest questions. Yeah. Why didn't they just release DLC for both systems? And is this going to be available? Like, is this DLC going to be re-released on the Nintendo Switch? Because it's Mario Wonder. There's not too much that you do in Super Mario Wonder, a basic 2D platformer, that you can't do on the old system. Other than that, we saw a $70 re-release of Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, which, if you can't tell, kind of angered me a bit. It really confused me why Nintendo didn't re-release Mario 3D All-Stars like a Switch 2 edition, just like they did with Mario Wonder, and re-release it with Mario Galaxy 2. That would have made so much more sense. It's kind of stupid, actually. It really is kind of stupid.
Maybe not, though. Maybe not.
I can see like where people would think it's not a big deal. To me, it kind of seems weird because this is the second time. Is it the second or third time? I think it's the second time that we've had Mario Galaxy on the system. Mario Galaxy 2 we've been waiting for. I'm super happy that we have these games on here now. At least Mario Galaxy 2. The problem is there's not much of a difference between Mario Galaxy 1 and like the Switch release and the 3D All-Stars release of it. There's not much of a difference, and that was kind of irritating.
I do think that they like redid the intro sequence or something.
They redid a few of the graphics.
So
it's a bit upgraded, just slightly. But at the same time, it's still the exact same game. One of the things I did want to say, which, I mean, I don't know if it justifies a $70 release, like a re-release. They announced new pages in Rosalina's book in the game, which, once again, that's not really worth it. What's even stranger, first of all, cool, is they now have a physical book coming out. And
But doesn't have the new pages?
they don't have the new pages, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. You're releasing a game with one of its biggest selling points is, oh, there's new pages in a book. You're releasing a physical book that has none of the pages. What? Why? Excuse me?
Why? Actually, why?
It doesn't really make sense. They did, once again, they announced a new Yoshi game, which looks very interesting. It looks kind of like the Yoshi 64, which looks really cool. Yoshi's Story, I think is what it's called. Looks really interesting. I might be getting that.
Yeah.
They announced a Mario Tennis game. I'm not too big into Mario Tennis. Ultra Smash was awful. Aces was eh. But they also did announce a talking flower, because why not? It's Nintendo.
Yeah.
They'll do anything for money,
Why not?
which we will see in just a second. So that's kind of an overview of Mario's 40th anniversary. I'm hoping to do like a little, you know the YouTuber Video Game Donkey?
I do not.
No, he kind of takes videos like Nintendo videos and other video game things and kind of cuts them up into like little, kind of like Nintendorks, what I do with that. And I was like, well, what if I did a video style for this Nintendo Direct in that style? Because I thought of so many things as I was watching in the car. I was coming back from Fort Lauderdale when this Direct was happening.
Yeah.
You know, I was in a Buc-ee's while it was doing that, so that was really fun. But I was like, well, what if I did like a little video like this? Because I kept thinking of little sections that I could put into it. So yeah, look for a video on the Nintendo Direct very soon. But that's what we have for the Nintendo Direct. Jonathan, what do you have for us?
6 years after the, I guess, announcement trailer, Silksong finally got a release. It released September 4th. Actually, exactly a month ago. So, yeah.
Interesting.
It released. I mean, it was praised. It was really difficult, though, apparently. I haven't played it yet, so...
game.
Yeah. But, yeah, it was a sequel to Hollow Knight. And, I don't know. I mean, like, I think what Team Cherry's doing is, like, they don't really want it to be, like, a sequel. But it is still technically a sequel, so...
Kind of.
Yeah.
It's a sequel without it being called a sequel. It's an interesting...
exactly.
It's an interesting take. But
Yeah.
I would really like to check it out. I just don't have $20 to spend. I'm a bit of a I'm a bit of a hypocrite. I just bought Versus Super Mario Brothers for like $8 yesterday, but $8 isn't $20. But $20 is also a very, very good price for a game that's been anticipated.
A very, very good price.
I've definitely
Like
been
a
looking
very
into
good
playing
price.
it as soon as possible. So that will be on my playing and pickups list, hopefully by the next episode. Speaking of playing and pickups, how about we move right into what we've been playing and picking up? When I was down in Fort Lauderdale, we stopped by a little GameStop every year. And then I bought my first classic Xbox game, Halo 2. I'm very, very happy with it. I don't really have an Xbox to play it on, but it's now sitting peacefully in my collection. Have that. Other than that, I bought from my friend Sonic 3. So now I have all the classic Sonic Genesis games except for Sonic and Knuckles, which I'm very happy about. Now I have Japanese copies of all my favorite Mario games on the GameCube. So I have Mario Sunshine, I have Mario Kart Double Dash, I have Super Smash Brothers Melee. I have all these cool games. I love them to death. Mario Party 4, an inbox copy, complete inbox. It's amazing.
Let's go.
I've just been messing around with a lot of games. To be fair, I haven't been really buying many games. In fact, I've been looking more at vinyls and music recently and focusing more on video game music, because video game music is amazing. That's why I'm a Nintendo Switch Online holder. Not because I want to play games online, no, because I have Nintendo music, which is awesome. I was just listening to the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe soundtrack just throughout the day. It's so amazing. You take these things for granted. You really do. But yeah, John, what have you been playing recently?
Speaking of Nintendo Music, I don't have Nintendo Music, and I do have a Nintendo Switch Online membership, so
you should get it.
I really need to get on that.
You should really.
I really need to get on that. Yeah,
it's free with your account, so it's awesome.
Yeah, it's free with my account. I just haven't thought about it. I don't know.
Gotcha.
But basically, I've been playing the two main Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive games, so Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza. Both of those games will be getting full-on episodes where we'll talk about
Right.
all the stuff.
'Cause there's
I know
so
that
much to
Josiah,
talk about.
you don't have a Switch 2, right?
I do not. I did get a chance to play a bit of Mario Kart World, and I'll save some of my thoughts for that episode, but I will say this.
Yeah.
It is so good. It looks beautiful. The controls are decent. A little bit differing from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
They're a little bit different, but once you get used to them, they are so good.
And that's something you can really say about any Mario Kart game. I'd say every single one except for Mario Kart 8 and 8 Deluxe, since they're technically the same game. They all have slightly different control schemes. And I think this one does it perfectly. I'd say because we've been so used to Mario Kart 8 for the longest time in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, we got used to that. But now with the new game, we're able to get used to this, and I'm excited for it.
For almost 12 years, we had to deal with the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
That's almost an entire generation of children.
Legit.
But now we have the next one.
I've also been playing Celeste. I think I played through that all the way.
Nice.
Maybe. I haven't beaten the final stage all the way, but I've almost beaten it.
Gotcha.
And then Hollow Knight, the original Hollow Knight, not the Silk Song.
Gotcha.
I'm playing through that. So, yeah.
Gotcha.
But, Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza are so amazing. I did beat Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Yeah?
Which, I'm not going to give any spoilers, but...
Because I haven't touched it. I've seen the trailers, and I haven't really touched it. So when we talk about it, that's going to be my first foray into it. So I'm mainly going to be listening to you talk about this, because I'm very excited to see what you think about it. We'll have to get together at some point and actually play it, so I can form my thoughts on it.
Yeah.
So we'll
play both Mario Kart World.
We'll figure
Donkey
that
Kong
out.
Bonanza.
Hey, GC Live.
Have you played Hollow Knight?
I have not. I haven't played any of the games other than a demo of Mario Kart.
You got to play
World.
Hollow Knight and Celeste.
No, I'd really like to play Hollow Knight. That would be fun.
So I got the Switch 2 Zen Grip 2.
Ooh.
It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. It has turned my Switch 2 from just a Switch 2 to a Switch 2 with the Zen Grip 2. So
now fill me in.
Awesome.
What is the Zen Grip?
Yeah, I mean, basically it is a grip for your Switch 2. So basically it just adds a bit more bulk to it.
Gotcha.
It adds, I want to say, it adds back paddles or something. Hold on one second. I turned on my camera.
Yep. Very interesting.
Yeah, that's everything. I promise.
Really cool. Well, we've gotten through our playing and pickups. Let's get right into our GCP topic. So we've had a lot to talk about over these past 6 months. I know the thumbnail says 5 months later. This is technically a 6 months later. Because it's been 6 months since we've had a GCP episode, and 5 months since we've talked about the Switch 2. But let's talk about the Switch 2 first of all. As somebody who doesn't have one, I'm going to give my little thoughts really quick, and then we'll move into John's thoughts since he actually has one, and his points are a lot more valuable than mine in this situation. So from what I've seen, the console is still $450, $500. The United States economy right now, it's kind of at an odd point. So much so that other video game consoles are also going up in price. The Xbox Series X is now almost $650.
No, I think it's almost $800.
Is it almost $800?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
They raised it again.
Game Pass is now $30 a month, which is awful.
Yep.
PlayStation 5 is still crazy. And the Nintendo Switch consoles themselves, they've been upped in price. I think the classic Nintendo Switch is now, $350? The OLED is $400.
Yeah.
And
no.
And the Switch Lite is like
$270,
$250, something like that.
$230. The original Switch is $330, and then the Switch OLED is $400.
That's right. So at this point,
for some reason, I don't know why it's like $330. Like I don't know, but
I wish they.
It's whatever.
As much as I hate spending more money, just make it even.
Yeah.
So, I would say it is becoming more and more worth it to buy a Switch 2. Absolutely. just the elements have fallen in place for where this once $450 console, at some point $500 console, looked unpurchasable, unbuyable, unthinkable even. And now the economy is so interesting, at least for America, that now it's worth it to buy this.
Yeah.
And I see myself within the next 2 years buying one. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just not right now, because
Exactly.
I don't
And I mean-
have Switch 2 money.
Yeah. But I mean, in the next 2 years, we'll get like so many more games. Like Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza were awesome, but like there'll be so many more games.
Right.
Like so many more.
I guarantee we're going to
No.
see another Zelda. We're going to see another 3D Mario.
Yeah.
We're going to see all these things. We just have to wait
Yeah.
a while. Another thing that I wanted to talk about
Yeah.
was the games, and specifically the pricing on that. Do we think in 3 years' time, $70 and $80 for Mario Kart is going to be worth it? And do we think, if not, are these games going to come down in price? I know 70 is becoming the bare minimum for games nowadays, since they have such higher resolution, such better graphics. They have all these different things that make it worth that $70. And since we've seen games at 60 for so long, it's kind of becoming a necessity even for games to cost the $70. Do we think anything past 70 is worth it? And my question to you, John, is, since
No.
you have it, is $80 worth it for Mario Kart World? Why or why not?
It is not worth it for $80, but it's kind of like, basically they said that they'll decide on every single game what price it should be.
Right.
I don't think Mario Kart World is even worth $70, to be honest.
Right.
Like,
70 I could see, though.
I guess it's worth $70, but barely.
Right. And
It's
once
definitely
again,
not
with
worth
the
80.
extra content
They
that we'll
just-
see, it will be worth 70 at some point. But at the moment, maybe a solid 60.
Well, but the content that we'll see in the future is going to cost more money.
That's true. It's all a giant money scheme.
Going to cost more money.
Like we've
So,
seen DLC with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Even that costed money. And that made the game worth so much more. So I'm scared to see what they're going to do, because they already have such interesting characters in this game. You can play as a cow that eats burgers.
Yeah.
PETA,
no.
call your lawyers. But it's an interesting scenario that's happening, where these games are costing more and more money for less and less content, but also more and more content at the same time. Such an oversaturation and things, which is so apparent in Mario Kart World. I would say the game itself is not worth $80. It's worth $70, but not $80. And you were just saying a second ago, John, that they would start costing what they wanted it to. What did they define as worth 70, 60, and 80? Because you can charge whatever you want for a game. Is it the amount of content, like the length of the content?
Maybe it's
the range?
quality. I mean, like, it is a really high quality game.
And do you mean that in like a graphical sense, or do you mean that in like a gameplay element?
It's really just in a graphical sense. I do not mean so in like content wise. I don't think it's worth very much.
Right.
Like, it's called Mario Kart World, so you would expect that the world aspect of it would be fleshed out.
Right.
It does not feel very fleshed out, if that makes sense. Like, it feels okay, but it doesn't feel
It feels finicky.
super there.
It's
just kind of empty.
It's interesting. It's a game that, once again, isn't fully fleshed out. So that should not have been charged $80. Now, I can understand the $450 for the base console and the $500 for the deluxe. If I am buying a Nintendo Switch 2, I want the physical game with it. I don't want a digital download. I'm assuming you bought the digital version of it.
No, I bought the physical.
You bought the physical, so you
Switch
paid
2.
$450 and then $80 for the game.
Yeah,
Really?
so I paid $530.
Oh my goodness! So you're paying $30 extra
I was probably
dollars for plastic, and I would personally pay
Yes.
that because I am a physical gamer. If you look at my shelf, I have almost 200 games right there. I don't want something that's just digital, just on a system. Because then what's the worth
And
in
that's
that?
also going into like the game key cards. There are so many games that are not physical games, like they're game key cards, and that's just frustrating to so many people.
Right.
Because Nintendo has decided to only have a 64 gigabyte cart, and that's it.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
It's a whole giant debacle because Nintendo is trying to please the physical gamers, but equally trying to help out the digital gamers. What's the point in a digital game that only loads when you have the cartridge in it? That's a physical game right there. What's the point?
Yeah.
It doesn't really make
Yeah.
much. At that point, just get a digital game or don't release it physically.
Yeah.
It's
And then
it's such an interesting.
you'll have it all the time, anytime.
Right.
Rather than having
You don't have to carry around 15
switch out the game
cartridges.
card.
Like, if I
Yeah.
have a physical game that's only physical, that's understandable. But if it's a game that's
Yeah.
fully loaded onto my console and I can't play it without that, what's the point? They make all these different things, like, they make all these different big points, like, ooh, it's just like a physical game. Just make it a physical game. You don't have to charge for the quality of your game. Charge for how much more stuff you're putting on the cartridge itself. Pay a little bit more, like $70 or $80, to put more storage on this cartridge. That is what's worth $70 and $80. Not the quality of the game, not the graphical limitations, not the graphical display of it. No, the physical thing that you're getting from it.
Yeah.
It's so interesting.
Exactly.
And it makes me so irritated that Nintendo isn't getting this. I think what's even more interesting, they do understand this. They do get that. But it's all for money. And they know that people are going to buy it.
Yeah.
And you know what? It worked. The Nintendo Switch 2 is the fastest selling video game console of all time. It sold, what, 3 or 5 million systems in the first 3 days? Those are record-breaking numbers.
Yeah.
Now, we haven't seen any sales figures after that.
That was the first week.
Right.
As for now, I think basically it was up here. It's tanked down, and it's basically like very low.
Right.
Like it's still going up, but it's not nearly going up as high.
Right. The Nintendo Switch only got high because of the circumstances of COVID. You can't really replicate that. It's only because of COVID that the Nintendo Switch 2 got big. And I will stand on that and die on that hill. Whether or not I'm a fool on a hill is for consideration, but the Nintendo Switch 2 only got big. The Nintendo Switch originally only got big because of Animal Crossing and COVID. Specifically, Animal Crossing because of COVID. You can't really replicate those same set of circumstances again. And if you do, Nintendo, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's an interesting thing. Can I look up these sales figures? Nintendo Switch 2 sales figures. As of August 2025, Nintendo Switch 2 has sold over 6 million units. That is kind of underwhelming.
Yeah.
Like, really underwhelming.
Basically, the first 5 million were in the first month. So, yeah.
It just leaves so much more room for improvement. There's not really a big jump. And I hate to say it, Nintendo isn't giving gamers a reason to buy the Nintendo Switch 2. I get it. The economy, from what we have right now, it's looking affordable. The only 3 games that you have at selling your console is Mario Kart World, which people don't like, Donkey Kong Bonanza, which I haven't seen very much advertising for at all. Like, sure, you see everything on social media, but that's about it. And then Silk Song, which is already available on Game Pass, already available on all the other systems, and on PC. There is nothing that sets the Switch 2 apart at this point majorly that gives you a reason to buy it. Pay $500 and then $80 or $70 per game.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate. Yeah. It absolutely is. And I hope Nintendo understands what needs to be done. What needs to be done, they need to lower the price of the system to $400. But once again, this is in a perfect world that we don't live in. If we had a perfect world, we could absolutely have the system $400, but we don't. And that's something that we have to deal
here's
with.
the thing, though. Here's the thing. I don't think it deserves to be 400. I think it deserves to be 450.
Really? Why is that?
Yeah. See, this is where you got me. I don't know exactly.
I think this console deserves to cost more money. Why? I don't know.
I don't know.
I get it from like of a hardware perspective. It packs in a lot of hardware. It absolutely does. It feels like sturdy. It feels great, doesn't it?
Exactly.
It's a great console. And for the technology that's housed in it, it absolutely is worth $450. But I don't think the vast majority of people, obviously, the vast majority of people aren't paying $450 for it. I know a guy that bought 3 of these things. One for him, one for his shelf, and one for his roommate. That's $1,500, all the Mario Kart bundles, because he just felt like going on a little shopping spree. But he did that to do it, not because he's going to play this thing intensely. He bought them to buy them, just because he could.
Yeah.
And that's the difference right there. There is a massive difference between buying a system to enjoy it and buying something to buy it. We could kind of see the same thing with the Wii back in, I think, like 2006 or 2007. The Wii was a giant, like, fad. It was the thing to have in that moment. Everybody was buying them because it was it was the hottest, most popular item. And same thing with the Nintendo Switch, but more so with the Wii. People were buying it to buy them, and that's why it sold over 100 million units. The Nintendo Switch was only sold 150 million because of COVID. How many consoles did it sell in 2020? They sold about 21.3 million units in the 2020 fiscal year.
Okay.
So
you said 20 million?
21 million. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
The main point that I'm trying to make is that Nintendo only sold these consoles because of the set of circumstances. And Nintendo Switch 2 does not have that set of circumstances with it currently. Because of that, that's really going to limit the console. Once again, we see every other Nintendo console is a failure or a success. Wii was a success. Wii U was not. The Switch was a success, and obviously the Switch 2 is not.
So here are the sales.
Okay.
For basically for the start of 2017, it is 2.74 million. It ended, or basically the start of 2017, ending March 31st, 2017. It had 2.74 million.
Okay.
Then 2018 fiscal year sales 17.74.
Okay.
Or 79, sorry.
Already projected
15 million in a year.
Already projected, if you're looking at what we have right now through this fiscal year, we're already halfway through. And they've only sold 6 million consoles. If you're going to do another one, you're only going to sell 6 million more. If you're looking at the exact same set of circumstances. Even at that, you're only selling 12 million consoles. That's 3 million less than what your original console had. So already it's being projected for being a lower console. Now, once again, if the set of circumstances changes, that's a different story. But the Nintendo Switch 2 is only selling consoles, and I'm going to keep driving this home, because of the set of circumstances. It's a really unfortunate thing.
Yeah. I mean, but to be honest, hold on. I think every single sequel console that Nintendo has released has sold worse.
Absolutely.
So, to be honest, I would be not really that surprised.
Right.
To be honest with you.
When you try to replicate the success of your original product, it's not going to turn out as well.
Yeah.
For movies, games,
no, it's not going to work out at all. Exactly.
Now, at least that's in the physical market. Handhelds, a little bit, but still, they're all massive successes. Like the DS and the 3DS, those were giant successes. Same thing with all the Game Boy lines. Game Boys are different because you can take those anywhere. Physical consoles are a little bit different. It's also interesting because the Switch 2 and Switch in hand is also a hybrid console, so it goes anywhere.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's mostly a home console. So there's so many things with this. There's so many things that we can talk about with the Nintendo Switch 2, and I just don't want to keep blowing my vocal cords saying The set of circumstances is wrong, and this console is flopping. What is Nintendo going to do?
Yeah.
So yeah, that
honestly,
those are
I have no idea.
Those are my thoughts on the Nintendo Switch 2. There's not much else I can say other than Nintendo.
Yeah.
Hope and pray you make more sales, make good games. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I do think they have made decent games.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like Donkey Kong Bonanza is an awesome game. It is definitely worth the $70, and then the DLC that released with the Nintendo Direct was also worth. I think it was $20. It was worth the $20.
Gotcha.
Everything else, though,
not so much.
That depends.
Right.
Not so much. Well, I mean, maybe not though. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
main thought: drop the price. That's what we've been seeing with live streams. Every single Nintendo Switch live stream you see, every Direct, everything. People are spamming in the chat, drop the price. I think people want Nintendo to drop the price. Just a thought.
Just a thought. Yeah.
Just a little thought. But yeah.
I think they want it. I think they want people. I think people want Nintendo to drop the price on Mario Kart World. Anything else, I think they're justified in keeping the price where it is. But Mario Kart World is not as justified.
Right.
I mean, like Hollow Knight Silksong released for $20 when it easily could have been $60, but they didn't release it at $60 because they just didn't want to.
Right. And they're making bank off that. It crashed not only Nintendo servers, not just Xbox's servers, not just PlayStation servers, but also Steam's. It crashed every single one of the major storefronts that have that game.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Yep.
We have to look at this game at some point. Have a few of the off-the-wall guys on here. That'd be absolutely amazing. Yeah. Speaking of Radio Chaos and Off the Wall and Gamer Girl podcast, how about we talk about GCP, where we've been? Because we've been kind of all over the place recently.
Yeah.
In a physical and also digital sense. So let's start with John. John, where have you been since the last episode of Gaming Corner podcast?
Basically from, I want to say, the end of May until like a few weeks. Actually, a few weeks into June, I was in the hospital. So
gotcha.
That was fun.
Yeah.
But I made it out alive. I'm all good.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But then I started my YouTube channel, which got up to 92 subscribers.
You've been doing fantastic
I got
at it.
Several thousand views on some videos.
Yeah.
I mean, one video, almost 3,000 views.
Those are good numbers, especially for a channel that just started out. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now let's bring those view counts over to Gaming Corner podcast, and we'll be all good.
Yeah. Exactly.
So you've been in and out of the hospital. You've been doing your channel.
Yep.
Great.
Yep. I've been I don't know.
Just living life.
Stuff. I don't know.
Getting by.
Recently I did start school, I think 2 months ago.
Gotcha.
And so it kind of stopped the YouTube channel for a little bit. I posted a YouTube video today.
Mm-hmm. I did see that. I really liked that. I really like the animation that you did. I thought I'm going to give you props to that. The opening animation with like the timeline. I really like that.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's amazing.
No, I think it is very nice.
Oh, it looks amazing. I love that so much. It's amazing.
You. But yeah. I don't know. Otherwise, just school and stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah,
and then we're here.
We are
right now.
We're here. We've been.
What about you, Josiah?
I have been physically and digitally and mentally all over the place. First of all, ever since May, well, technically March, I've been doing music. A lot of music. When in March, or back in February, I went into a studio and recorded my first single, Lacrimosa. Did that in the studio. Actually, with the same guy who produced a few of the Third Eye Blind songs. So, giant rock band right there. I don't listen to rock, but I just know who they are. Giant band. It was so cool to work with them. Did that, released a few singles after that. Just released an EP, actually yesterday, called Million Moons. Fantastic. We love, I think, over 123 people have listened to it so far in just under 24 hours, which has been amazing. Record-breaking numbers, at least in my stuff so far.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. Yeah. I love it. I've been working on a lot of music.
You love breaking records.
Writing a lot of music, getting ready to perform, getting ready to go to all these different places for music. And music has kind of just taken over my life. School. Yeah. Been focusing on school. After that, did Fort Lauderdale. Went down there, got to perform a bit. Back in July, I went to Bolivia. I went 3,000 miles.
Oh, wow.
I went 3,000 miles out, did a missions trip out there. It was an absolutely fantastic trip. Helped out, I think it was a medical trip, so we helped out, I think it was 2,100 people. It was amazing.
Wow.
It was I got to see every single one of them. It was fantastic. Loved the trip so much. Did that. I worked out at the summer camp again. This is my third year that I've done it, so I've been doing it for 9 months, technically 3 years. I've been doing lights and sound for different productions and different things like that. I'll be doing that again in November for another school up and coming. I've just been doing so much with this, and at this point, the podcast just kind of fizzled away. And same thing with videos, unfortunately. We did put out 2 or 3 videos during the summer in this area, the Nintendorks videos. Me and my friend VGR, we filmed these videos back in like October or November, and we were just trying to find a time to upload them because they were ready, they were done. We just couldn't find a time to release them, and we were like, oh, let's just release them now while nothing's happening. And they did numbers, great numbers, in fact. So at this moment, Retro Rewind, I'm say this right now, it takes a lot to make a Retro Rewind episode. The last video that I did took almost 10 hours to edit, which it paid off. It's the highest viewed Retro Rewind video so far. That's the Super Mario Land one. Really like how it turned out. It takes a lot to make these videos. And I have a video right now that's in mind. It's going to be the last video for a while. It's going to be the Season 2 finale, hopefully coming out this month or next month, that talks about if gaming is dead. Which, obviously, the answer is no. It's not.
It's not. No, it's not.
But it could get there at some point soon. And we're kind of just going to go through gaming to see all of its highest points and its lowest points, looking at little different childhood memories. That's what I put on YouTube recently. Something's coming soon. That's a little sneak peek at the video right there. Check it out if you haven't already. Just like a quick 30-second clip. A little teaser for the video. But we've been working on stuff intensely. But I'm very pleased to announce, at the moment, Gaming Corner Podcast is getting our attention. Me and John's attention. We are going to be working on this as much as possible. Once again, it's not going to be once a week. I can guarantee that right now. These episodes are not coming out once a week. That's unsustainable. Neither of us can do that.
Yeah.
Maybe like twice a month.
Can't do that.
I'm assuming maybe once or twice a month. Definitely once a month. But we are hoping to get these episodes out as much as possible because there is so much happening in the gaming world that obviously we can rant about. I could definitely rant about it, and I would sure hope John, after 2 or 3 years of doing this, he can also rant about it. Because we have so much gaming knowledge that we want to share with the world.
We've been doing this for 3 years. That's crazy.
That's insane to think that we've been doing this since 23, 22. It's.
I think 20. Wait, I think it's 22.
Is
it? 3 years.
3 years of the Gaming Corner podcast.
Hold on 1 second. I'm just gonna look.
Me too, actually.
You can keep talking.
But we've been doing this for so long. I feel like it's time that we take this seriously. We've gone, interviewed so many amazing people, talked to so many amazing people, done so many things. Yeah, our first episode was 3 years ago.
Yep.
And it still sucks. It's okay though, because it got 103 views.
It sucks so bad, so bad.
Yeah, I love how even in the comments, or even in the description, it says, "For the cringe, only come back to this episode to see how far we've come. Nothing else." We should probably take that episode down. No, I'm kidding. But
no, we shouldn't.
Our videos I would say have been slightly improving. So while you might not see while you won't be seeing like episode after episode of the Gaming Corner podcast or Retro Rewind or Pros and Joy-Cons or Game Frames or Ranked, we're still here and we're still working on stuff for you because we want to get the best content and the most content at the highest quality available to you, all for not $80. Because we're not Nintendo and we can sustain this financially, I hope.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't cost us any money, so.
No, maybe the internet bill, but that's about it.
Well, that our parents can worry about.
Yeah, we're still legal minors. We're fine. So that kind of answers your question. What's up with the Switch 2 and what took us so long?
If you were asking that question.
If you were asking this question, which I'm assuming at least 1 1/3 people were actually asking.
Yeah.
Not 2 people, 1 1/3, because people only give
1 1/3. Yep.
People only care so much. But it's okay because Jesus saves. So that's kind of where we've been. It's been a long run, and we're not stopping anytime soon.
No.
Now, Retro Rewind is not stopping. It's not being canceled. It's being put on an indefinite pause. We are coming back to it, but we want to put as much effort into this next coming episode, as much as possible. We want to put as much attention to it and to the Gaming Corner podcast. Those 2 things are what's on my agenda right now. I just finished an album, actually. So I'm free until November, maybe December. That's even more stuff done. And by the way, this album is going to be awesome. Haven't really said too much, but wait for it in the coming weeks. We'll be announcing a whole lot more. But I'm excited to see where this all goes. So that's your answer. What's happened with the Switch 2 and where have we been and what are we doing? So that answers, there's your answer right there. So I don't have anything else to say. John, do you have anything else?
I mean, not really. Not anything specific. I mean, not anything that can't be answered in the following episodes. I mean,
absolutely. Yeah. And if y'all ever...
You want to talk about... Sorry.
No, you're fine. Go for it.
Do you want to talk about Mario Kart World next?
Absolutely. That's going to be a fun episode. We got to get on to playing that soon.
Get on what?
I said we got to get on to playing that soon. Me and you together.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's.
I played all of it. So.
Yeah. So I guess it's just me that has to play it now. I'll go to Walmart, do a few of those kiosk demos. But this has been such an incredible run, and I'm so excited to see where we go. And we will catch you guys on the next episode, which is going to be about Mario Kart World. So with that out of the way, I'm your host Josiah,
and I'm Jonathan,
and this
is Gaming Corner.